English in Action.
Class 9 and 10, Unit 10, Lesson 2. See what I dream to be. Catherine H.
2 years ago, a sad incident took place in my family. My mom was pregnant, and she was at an advanced stage. One evening, she had labor pains. It was a very rough day in July. There was heavy rain with strong wind for depression in the coastal area. Life almost came to a halt in the whole locality. We couldn't shift Mum to the nearest hospital as it's far away. My father went to the local medical center to bring a doctor. But the doctor had gone to another place to attend to another serious patient. Finding no other alternative, my father rushed to a traditional health assistant. She came to our home and tried for a safe delivery, but her education was too little to do the needful. She could neither save my mum nor the baby. I'll never forget that painful day in my life. If we had a trained nurse or a doctor on time, maybe we could save our mom. I still hear her screams before her death. Since then, I've realized how helpless our village women are. That's why I plan to be a trained nurse after I've completed my school education. When I become a nurse, I won't go to any town. Rather, I'll stay at my home village. They need someone who can stand by them in their well and woe.
Masum Billah.
I live in a remote village in Kolkata. Our district headquarters, Potuakhali, is far away from our village. We need to travel both by bus and boat to come to Potuakhali. If the weather is rough, we are cut off from the rest of the country. We don't have sufficient medical facilities, good schools, and other essential supports to live a decent life. I'm a student now, and I'm a son of a farmer. My parents inspire me to be a doctor, while one of my teachers suggests that I should study urban planning. But I'm very much aware of the problems of our locality. So after I finish my school and college education, I'd like to go to a good university in a nearby city to study agriculture. But I'm not going to take any job. I'd come back to my village. There is none to support my father or neighboring farmers if they're in problems. They still follow traditional methods of farming. They always depend on nature for their harvest. When the harvest is bad, they blame their destiny. If I come back to my village after my higher education, I'll be able to wipe their tears. I hope to be an ideal farmer and a farmer's friend.
Nirmal Drong.
I belong to an indigenous community. Historically, our people have close ties with nature and natural things. We have our own ways of living and behaving. Earlier, people were not that conscious about education. Though things are changing now, yet very few people proceed to higher education. We have a shortage of schools too. When I see any good schools on television, I wish I were a student there. I know that I'm not alone to think in this way. Sometimes new teachers come to our school and we are happy. But very often, they leave us and go to schools in the towns. As a result, people around me are not conscious enough about their rights and well-being. Recently, we have a new teacher. Her name is Najmun Sultana. If she came a few months ago, our English performance would be better. Even if she stays few months more, we'd do better in the upcoming exams. So, my dream is to establish a good school for us. I won't leave my community for city attractions. So, I'm very serious in my studies. I'm looking forward to earning a foreign scholarship for higher studies. I will specialize in education. I know I won't be an immigrant either. Rather, I'll learn to think globally but act locally. I'll do everything possible to make my dreams come true.